This was actually my first time fighting against Irelia. So once again, I decided to go up and plant the Q. Might have been a little bit late on it. Kind of pulled the wave with me a little. So at this point I was like, okay, maybe attack her when she doesn't have stacks and maybe try to harass her a little bit.
A summoner has reached.
So she decides to come up and then get some free harass on her, back off. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Not bad. My game plan should be when she comes up to CS, land that attack. But I was like, oh, she hit level 2. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was 1 minion away from level 2. There we go. This is where I should be aware, saying, okay, she's got 4 stacks, so I should not engage her. I probably should be trying to win the wave and always try to stay ahead of her because I'm like, oh crap, I'm level 2, she's level 3. But Rammus was coming in, land the taunt, and Rammus was confident I should have the kill. But I key myself, I flash, just made sure. For sure did not need to do that. She definitely was going to be dead, and Rammus was nearby to like make sure she doesn't get away. Okay, let's see, how do I play this? Do I do well? Seem to play it pretty well. Like once I landed all 3 of my like Q stacks, then I could just E away. I didn't need to try to E engage her. I know she wants to pick a fight with me, so I knew I could use my E to get away from her. And just use my Q to land on me and then activate my W. Yeah, I thought that was a good play. Force the flash out of her. But I think this might have been where I became too confident. Like, oh, I can beat her. So this is actually terrible for her, because now she's really low on health. She called for her jungler to come up because I'm able to just freeze the wave right here. And if she tries to engage me, I'm definitely going to win the fight. So Jarvan comes up here. And timing-wise, this was good. Because I thought, oh, I'll taunt her. But I landed my QW, so I took reduced damage from that. And instead, I just keep the wave here, even though it's going to start slow pushing. But because she went back and now she's got items, I should have backed and then teleported back. But nope, that's not what I do. It's interesting to look back on this and go, okay, hindsight should have been obvious. She backed, and then I see, okay, she's now got a couple daggers, so she's going to be able to attack faster. So I could just teleport back because the wave is going to freeze here. But I think I get too confident here. I'm like, I think I can still take her. Taunted her, and I threw my W up for no reason. So she goes on me. I'm like, I've got a huge wave here. I can get her. And then, nope, she's able to sustain. So here's where I was getting worried. I'm like, I don't know if I can fight Irelia. She seems really strong now. Oh yeah, I somehow missed my E. I guess even she's not confident in taking me on in a straight-on fight. Land my Q on her. I decide to go hard on her. I activate my W for no reason. So this is where I needed to be really careful. And I saw Jarvan, so I'm like, okay, well, just back off away from him. So since I really was just standing there, backing off, and then I look bottom, and I'm like, oh, looks like Yasuo's gonna try and get a kill off here. Oh, ult Senna. Kept her alive. But I knew it was important to try and keep my team alive as much as possible, see if I can get my team back in this game, because I knew Irelia is, I don't know, just outscaling me, or she's just gonna be better in lane if no matter how long I try to stay in top lane, or if I try to catch back up with minion kills, there's no way I'm going to be able to carry the game. So if I can help out my team, that was my goal, is try to ult and try to push their lead. So I had to try to go on her again. I was able to block some of her attacks. It seems like it goes back and forth, but I I mean, the W is helping block a lot of her damage, and she's low on mana, so that's kind of another key thing. Okay, so she teleported top. Is this where I do a terrible mistake again? I'm sure it is. I'm thinking, yeah, I can still fight her. I seem to be doing alright. I guess I figured like there was nothing I could do, so I'm like, I guess I'll just once again ward or put a deep ward down. So for sure, I know I'm not winning this lane up here, even though it feels like it's close. It goes back and forth, but it all depends on who lands their abilities and who kind of outplays the other. Aurelia seems confident enough. So she knows once my W is down, she can go in on me, so... Yeah, because I'm looking down there, and then she stuns me. I'm definitely mad. Oh, and I shouldn't have moved. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that. I think this is where I'm like, okay, let's find out who can win. I'm like, okay, flash away, and then, okay, you're gonna fight me on the tower, but then I should have just autoed her. I don't know why I kept moving away from her. Let's see. Yeah, I'll Senna, so... At least Senna survives. Come on, don't let my death be in vain, Senna. No, looks like she... Okay. So I did save Senna's life, so at least my ultimate wasn't a complete waste. And they get my top tower as well. So I was definitely kind of worried about Irelia. She's got more CS, she's got 2 kills over my 1 kill on her. Now at some point I realize they're pretty much all AD. It's only Nami is the only AP, but she's a support, so once I saw that, I'm like, all I needed to do is just go armor and health. Oh, Annie, you really were pushed up. Let's see. Since I really went mid, I'm like, okay, now I can safely push up this wave to the tower at least. And I'm keeping an eye on her. I mean, my ultimate was starting to come up at some point. Yeah, it looks like I really... Yeah, she was overconfident. She thought like, oh, I beat the Shen in lane, now I can just go do my own thing. So I'm like, okay, she's back, but... She barely landed that stun. Yeah, I was like, okay, Irelia is overpowered. Even though Shen probably going up against Irelia, yeah, you're not going to do well against her, especially at this point in the game. But meanwhile, down there, they kill Jarvan, and they keep pushing. And she gets a free tower. My team doesn't do anything about it. Yeah, and I'm definitely afraid of her at this point. I did think this Bramble Vest will definitely help, because then she won't be able to sustain as well. I see Irelia's there, so I'm like, okay, this might be a chance to get a kill on it. And then when I see the fight breaks out, teleport to Annie, and then boom, get the double taunt. She tries to flash away. Uses her stun on me, which she probably should have held on to, but I think she was really worried about my dash. And my team goes hard for her. Flash taunt. Exhausted her. And then my E gets the killing blow on her. As a reminder, don't let your emotions get the better of you in game. You gotta keep that clear head when you're playing, and stay focused on what you should be doing. It was definitely the best play to make since my team was starting to come back out and they would be able to pressure mid. Alright, let's see what happens. Does she go on me again? Or do I do the smart thing and I run away? See? I learn. Or do I? Oh no, I saw my team was here, so I figured like maybe you could bait her. But she stuns both of us. So her stun's down, but she decides to go in on us, and I'm like, okay, I'll just land this taunt, and I'll just keep taking tower shots, and yeah, kill Irelia. So Irelia was really throwing her lead at this point. She thought she had this, she was going to carry this game easily, but yep, I gotta remember I'm in bronze, so even when you feed a bronze player, they get overly confident. I see a fight breaking out, I hop in, Lucian flashes away, I flash, I at least grab the Nami, but I keep trying to go after Lucian, but Jarvan decides to EQ for some reason and just die. And it looks like, yep, we get the Lucian too, wow. So that was an excellent, excellent team fight right there. Once again, go back up top, start split pushing. But their team isn't really doing anything. I think they're trying to wait for Dragon, but yeah, top tower just goes down because I just pretty much see like, oh, there they are. Their team is down here. Another fight breaks out. My ultimate unfortunately still has a couple more seconds. And I wait for it, and then I come in on Rammus. And boom, taunt. And I'm like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. For all the pain you caused me. Yeah! Whatever. But I saw, oh, Dragon's gonna be coming up. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just watch up here. And then, look, a Jarvan. Like, oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah, you can use your Q on me if you want. Make it look like I'm running away. Throws a ward down. And look, the plant comes up right at that time. I knock him into the dragon pit. He's like, oh, okay. Here, guys, let's just kill their jungler. Wait, did he smite Tibbers? He did. He smite Tibbers on accident. Oh, poor Jarvan. And, well, their team was, like, right there, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, Irelia's right there, so, yeah, let's get her. But then I saw, oh, well, there's Lucian. My W at least blocks some of the damage, at least. Like, no, let's at least kill Irelia, please. I tried to E away, but it didn't work. I think the rest of our team was like, oh, we're throwing this, guys. Did she at least get Lucian? Oh, okay, she at least got Lucian. Oh no, Yasuo. Oh, that was a good win wall. Did the best she can, but she gave away 1,000 gold to him. Oh man. It's kind of scary when you give it to the Yasuo. Yeah, I was surprised I caught up with Irelia in CS. So I guess she just decided she thought she was impossible to kill. She was going to carry this game, so I guess she decided to stop CSing, and so I caught up and I was able to get some good items. And then she finally goes back to her lane and is like, okay, I guess I need to keep getting farm. What are they doing down here? Man, Rammus really wanted to try to go in on. Oh, nice. I ult him. Keep him alive. Go after Jarvan. It slowed me. I'm like, okay, he's going to run away, so I got to get back with the rest of my team. I tried to throw my W down to help Rammus, but he ran away from it. We at least get Yasuo, so that's good. I'm like, okay, get Irelia. Get Irelia. Taunted her. And I'm like, okay, I got my sword in a pretty good spot. W, block his damage. Nice, we saved Tristana. I mean, really, at this point, this game is just going back and forth, but Nami got way too close. Gonna poke her out. But she dies. So now she goes on a long timer. I keep pushing the in-hit towers. Yasuo comes up, and I'm like, oh, okay, Yasuo, you want to go on? You want to go and fight? And he dies, so he goes on another long timer, and then we almost had it. But since the whole team was right there, I'm like, it's better if we stay alive, so yeah, it was a good call to back up. but it looks like even they were kind of late to the party. They knew they should do dragon, but it's already kind of like too late. And I'm like, oh, hey, Asuo. Come on, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's fight. Get him to flash out. And then I'm surprised they kept trying. And I'm like, well, I'll at least go after Lucian, try to keep him out of this fight. Try to land that E, but it didn't work, so I'm like, okay, back off from him. Should have used my W. But look at all that damage. Senna's ult keeps me alive. He blows everything on me, which just seemed pointless, because, boom, I get away. And then overstays, and Annie, let's watch that replay. So yeah, they pretty much blow everything they have on me, and they don't get the kill. And Annie is just like, ooh, look at this. Flash, Tibbers ult. Oh my gosh. Easy kills. So since I wasn't worried about my team, and they're going to do Baron, so I do the smart thing, and I go and split push. Because I do have my ultimate, so there's really no need to just run over to Baron, and then they kill it, they're all going to back, and then it's like, okay, what am I going to do? And since I didn't see any of them around, I'm like, I better throw up some wards, at least somewhere. But I figured, well, if I just keep pushing the wave, maybe my team, who's now pushing mid, they're going to have to decide what to do. But I guess I wasn't aware of what was going on, so I decided to go up top and help out Senna, since it looked like two of them were up there. But then they disappeared, so it's like, oh, they must be recalling because there's a fight going on here, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to teleport over there and help them out. But they didn't really need the help, but at least with two taunts, I mean, Rammus and me taunting pretty much, I think, is what made our team really great. But really solid performance on both teams. I was kind of worried about Irelia, but I guess we had the better team going into this game, and we did really well, so I thought this was a fantastic game. Well-deserved victory. We definitely earned this. And just to conclude, we are now in Bronze 3, so far we're undefeated with Shen. It's a good sign. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week on Rising from Iron.